be brought out. O children of Adam, we have provided you with clothing to cover your bodies, and for luxury. But the clothing of piety, that is best. These are some of God's revelations, so that they may take heed. O children of Adam, do not let Satan seduce you, as he drove your parents out of the garden, stripping them of their garments, to show them their nakedness. He sees you, him and his clan, from where you cannot see them. We have made the devils friends of those who do not believe. And when they commit an indecency, they say, we found our parents doing this, and God has commanded us to do it. Say, God does not command indecencies. Are you attributing to God what you do not know? Say, my Lord commands justice, and to stand devoted at every place of worship. So call upon him, and dedicate your faith to him alone. Just as he originated you, so you will return. Some he has guided, and some have deserved misguidance. They have adopted the devils for patrons rather than God, and they assume that they are guided. O children of Adam, dress properly at every place of worship, and eat and drink, but do not be excessive. He does not love the excessive. Say, who forbade God's finery which he has produced for his servants, and the delights of livelihood. Say, they are for those who believe, in this present world, but exclusively theirs on the day of resurrection. We thus detail the revelations for people who know. Say, my Lord has forbidden immoralities, both open and secret, and sin, and unjustified aggression, and that you associate with God anything for which he revealed no sanction, and that you say about God what you do not know. For every nation is an appointed time. When their time has come, they cannot delay it by 1 hour, nor can they advance it. O children of Adam, when messengers from among you come to you, relating to you my revelations, whoever practices piety and reforms, upon them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. But as for those who reject our revelations, and are too proud to accept them, these are the inmates of the fire, where they will remain forever. Who does greater wrong than he who invents lies about God, or denies his revelations? These, their share of the decree will reach them. Until, when our envoys come to them, to take their souls away, they will say, where are they whom you used to pray to besides God? They will say, they have abandoned us, and they will testify against themselves that they were faithless. He will say, join the crowds of jinn and humans who have gone into the fire before you. Every time a crowd enters, it will curse its sister crowd. Until, when they are all in it, the last of them will say to the first of them, our Lord, these are the ones who misled us, so inflict on them a double punishment in the fire. He will say, each will have a double, but you do not know. The first of them will say to the last of them, you have no advantage over us, so taste the torment for what you used to earn. Those who reject our revelations and are too arrogant to uphold them, the doors of heaven will not be opened for them, nor will they enter paradise, until the camel passes through the eye of the needle. Thus we repay the guilty. For them is a couch of hell, and above them are sheets of fire. Thus we repay the wrongdoers. As for those who believe and do righteous works, we never burden any soul beyond its capacity. These are the inhabitants of the garden, abiding therein eternally. We will remove whatever rancor is in their hearts. Rivers will flow beneath them, and they will say, praise be to God, who has guided us to this. Had God not guided us, we would never be guided. The messengers of our Lord did come with the truth, and it will be proclaimed to them, this is the garden you are made to inherit, on account of what you used to do. And the inhabitants of the garden will call out to the inmates of the fire, "We found what our Lord promised us to be true." Did you find what your Lord promised you to be true? They will say, "Yes." Thereupon a caller will announce in their midst, "The curse of God is upon the wrongdoers." Those who hinder from the path of God, and seek to distort it, and who deny the hereafter. And between them is a partition, and on the elevations are men who recognize everyone by their features. They will call to the inhabitants of the garden, "Peace be upon you." They have not entered it, but they are hoping. And when their eyes are directed towards the inmates of the fire, they will say, "Our Lord, do not place us among the wrongdoing people." And the dwellers of the elevations will call to men they recognize by their features, saying, "Your hoardings did not avail you, nor did your arrogance. Are these the ones you swore God will not touch with mercy? Enter the garden. You have nothing to fear, and you will not grieve."